whatever is happening, whether it's negative judgments that are pointing back to some emotional pain or a defensive reaction or jealousy or rage or fear or anger, and it's somehow creating some unrest, some not okayness in us, well, that is actually inside our heart in an area where our heart isn't open. So we also know that if we want to open and open and open our hearts even wider, we actually have to go back to our heart and release and purge that pain from a place of love. And how we do that is make that deeper decision to love no matter what. You might be telling yourself negative things about yourself. This happens really to everyone. You might be experiencing some other type of emotion with that self-judgment, or just some emotional pain, either triggered by someone in your life or something that's happening in the world or something inside of yourself. And imagine that we ask ourselves, all right, if I want to be a loving person, what does it look like right now? What does that look like in the midst of me judging myself harshly? What does that look like if somebody, even a good friend, walks up to me and says something that really hurts my feelings? Even if I don't know the answer, can I begin to create that reference point of, if I was loving, how would I be responding to this? How would I deal with my hurt feelings? How would I heal myself? How would I heal the circumstance? How would I heal the other person? Is it possible? And I promise you it's possible when you make this unshakable commitment. Observation and awareness is only part of the equation. Without love, we can't actually change. We can't actually truly, deeply heal. The love is a factor that we cannot ignore, that we cannot dismiss, we cannot sweep under the carpet, we cannot take it for granted. We have to come into our path and our day with our eyes wide open. No being in denial, no fooling ourselves, no telling us that we're somewhere where we're not, but instead every day asking ourselves to step up to the plate of love, even stronger, even more committed. And in doing this, that activation begins. Getting to the place where your heart is actually opening and opening more is another story. It's something that we have to work on. But when the commitment is made, the work begins, and it begins at a new level. So imagine that I'm, in a circumstance where I feel like somebody is putting me down or something, and it really triggers me and I get really angry. In that moment, if I ask myself, okay, this is the moment that I want to lash out at this person. This is the moment I feel always that I cannot control, that love goes out the window. But right now, because I've made a commitment to be a loving person, I'm going to ask my heart, what on earth can I do in this very moment to somehow be loving in this moment when I'm hurt, when I'm angry, when I'm rageful, when I want to lash out? And how can I ensure that whatever I say, even if I feel like I do need to say something to this person because I feel wronged by them in some way, but how can I do that in the spirit of love and healing? How can I make sure that love comes through my voice and that my intention be clear for peace and healing? How can I do that? In the initial moments when the anger is very fresh, and everyone pretty much has been angry and knows that often anger wants to lash out. But if in that moment where you're truly just angry and reactive, you go inside and recheck your commitment to love, then where you have all your hackles up, ready to attack, those start to melt. They actually start to burn up inside of you. And as they melt and as they burn up inside of you, something new inside of you is revealed, a place that is clearer, deeper, softer, a place that is more true, more humble, more ready than ever to extend an olive branch. Now, maybe this won't happen the very first time you try this, but if you keep it up and day to day, you remake your commitment to love, you reinvestigate your desire to love, you take your powerful intention and you match it to love and create that pillar of strength inside of yourself, you will see change happening. You will see these pockets of pain that held your heart closed in certain areas. You will see them healing, releasing. You will see your heart opening and sunshining in a way that you haven't up until now. And so creating that intention again is our most important job on our paths. And I want us all to renew it, renew this intention to be a vessel of divine love in this life right now. To take away any part of you that says, I am already there. And remember that no matter where you are, there's somewhere new to be. Infinity exists. That means there's no end to how much we can love. There is no stopping point to how much we can open our hearts, how compassionate we can be, how benevolent.